My name is Gary Ibsen. I'm the founder and director of the Carmel TomatoFest. This is Doc Lacey, who is my partner in life as well as my partner in the tomato business. And this is our 14th year of doing heirloom tomatoes for the rest of the world. Today we have 350 varieties on display, and we welcome you to our event to taste them. Well, the Carmel TomatoFest is a celebration of life. It started in the backyard at our home here in Carmel Valley, California. We had roughly 10 varieties of heirloom tomatoes. This year we have 3,000 friends here, and we have 350 varieties of heirloom tomatoes on display, all in front of us, all around us. We have heirloom tomatoes from all over the world and different regions in this country, all brought here because of the qualities and taste. This year we've invited about 60 chefs we have here who are creating all their favorite flavors based on heirloom tomatoes. Some chef might have a green tomato that is a favorite of theirs, another chef might have a yellow tomato that has a lot of fruity qualities to it, and they're bringing their imagination and their culinary artistry to share favorite foods of theirs with all of us.
Hi, I'm Jim Gallivan, and I'm the Executive Chef and Director of Education at the Le Cordon Bleu School in Dover, New Hampshire. And today for Tomato Fest, I made a chilled green curry yellow tomato soup with coconut and scallions. I love coming to Tomato Fest. I've come every year now, and I come because I have an enormous amount of respect for what Gary Ibsen has done for this kind of produce and agriculture, and also it's just a great event.
My real name is Tracy Griffith, but my other name is Miss Hot Tomato, and that's what I'm doing here, being a Miss Hot Tomato. The duties of a Miss Hot Tomato are very serious: to show up at the festival and to wear a dress that's tomato colored, and to wave to all the nice tomato people and take pictures with them, and talk about all the beautiful tomatoes that are here.
We have about 120 different wines being poured today from 42 different wineries. We have a salsa showcase. I think it was about 100 different salsas being shared, and they come from all over the country. We have also an international olive oil tasting, an international cheese tasting, and we have chef demonstrations. We've got a lot of food and wine here that we're going to be enjoying today, but it is all based here on the heirloom tomatoes and the complex variety of flavors that we get through all of these tomatoes that come from all over the world. At this event, we have people who've come from 30 different states and 5 different countries just to celebrate the tomato. They are tomato lovers first and foremost, and they are lovers of food and wine, and a good time for a harvest festival with all their friends. So we are attracting a wide range of folks who have been coming here year after year to enjoy heirloom tomatoes and our time together. We have heirloom tomatoes in all sizes and shapes and flavors that they have probably never seen before, let alone seen this many all together. And they'll go home with an appreciation for a certain variety and maybe supplement their garden next year with some varieties they experience here today. Well, I'd like to introduce Todd Fisher. Todd Fisher has been with our Tomato Fest for a number of years, and Todd Fisher is known for his bold American cuisine.
Bold American cookie.
There you go.
Todd Fisher.
Indeed.
Todd Fisher from Hullabaloo Restaurant here in Salinas. And Todd has been one of the creative forces around the tomato foods we have here at the Carmel TomatoFest. We have 60 chefs here today, and Todd is not only featuring his restaurants, but he's also heading up the barbecue. One of the biggest harvest barbecues we've ever seen with great food. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. It's been a blast. We got the lobster pour boys, lobster and heirloom tomato pour boys out here. Of course, we're doing a little blackened flat iron steak with an heirloom tomato and horseradish salsa.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's spectacular. We've got our red tail ale glazed barbecued chicken. We're grilling off a bunch of Gary's tomatoes, vegetables. It's just like a smorgasbord of tomato love over here.
Gary Ibsen, the founder of all this, put this together, bringing the chefs from the community and the restaurants, the wineries, and all the other sponsors, because it's a charitable event as well. And also this is endorsed by the 20,000 chefs of the United States of the ACF and the American Academy of Chefs, which I was chairman of. We came up with an idea of doing a crepe, and of course, you know, lobster is always good. So we're doing lobster and shrimp combination in a thermidor sauce, wrapped with a crepe, and then done with a heirloom tomato ragu with a little microgreens on top, a little balsamic.
It used to be not very easy to find some of these rare varieties, but now there are several other seed growers aside from myself, and people can go to our website at tomatofest.com and purchase some great tomato seeds that they can grow at their home garden as well. There are several tomatoes that we have named, and there are several hundred tomatoes that many other people have named. There's a tomato that was recently named this week called Heart of Compassion. This is a tomato that I've grown and has been unnamed for 5 or 6 years, and we've waited for it to get stable, and it's been such a treat to grow every year. And finally, through some pressure of some friends, they said, you must name this tomato and share it with everybody else. Dockman named this tomato last week. It's Heart of Compassion. We've also named the Julia Child tomato a couple of years ago, named after our good friend Julia Child, who's not with us here today. We have another tomato here today that is unveiled for the first time, called Clint Eastwood's Rowdy Red. And so we asked our good friend Clint Eastwood, who's been at this event many years now, who's a good supporter of our community, if we can name it after him. We have Clint Eastwood's Rowdy Red. The rest of the country will get to enjoy the great flavors of this as well. Daco and I would like you to join us as we wander through all the food and wine and festivities here. Come on along, we're going to have some fun.
Here we go.